Good morning! Today we build a beautiful marketplace and some odd fellows turn up at the end of the episode. Welcome back to MorningCraft. So today we're going to be building a pretty marketplace in this plot of land on top of the plateau. But to understand why we're building it here, let's check in with the story.
As the Earl summoned all the people of Thaldrim and ordered the creation of a marketplace, everyone was captivated by the Gellow family. Their words were smooth like honey, and their looks matched. Their pointed jaws forced their lips into an unending pout, making the Workshire family appear like angels amongst the hard-working and rough citizens. Most found themselves unable to disagree with the notion that, of course, the Gellows' land should house the marketplace.
The Gellows have the largest plot of land on top of the plateau, and they have quite a few neighbours, but we've got to get on with this marketplace, so let's get to work. I started off by building a large path that stretches from this sort of crater, this sort of dip in the ground, all the way out to where the public footpath is. I used birch stairs to vary the height of this path with the landscape, and then I filled in a bunch of dirt paths between them. I then got to work on the pathways within the market. We have this main pathway that branches off for a few more stalls and leads to the Gellows house. And then around this T-junction, I started dotting down our first few market stalls. I used oak logs for the edge of each of these stalls, and I decided I wanted the ones in the crater to be built into the ground. So I got to work on the lower stalls. I built 3 sets of these, one on each side of the pathway, and then a few stalls at the end. I then joined up all the logs with some spruce trapdoors to form the counters, and then built some pillars to hold up the sort of canopy, using spruce fences and spruce gates. And with all the gates in place, it was time to get to work on the tops of the stalls. I decided I wanted to use wool for these, and I also wanted this to have quite a gentle and pastel theme, so I decided I was going to use a nice pink colour. I took a whole bunch of damage placing and extinguishing all of these campfires. And if I didn't have an iron farm, my boots would be in a sorry state. If you're enjoying the video, why not drop a like, subscribe, or share with a friend? Okay, and you can see me here beginning to place in the canopies. I went for white wool and cherry planks, and this gives it a really sort of pastel, nice feel. It's a little bit too over the top, but I think that suits the Gellows quite well. I didn't want it to be too blocky though, so I added a bunch of trapdoors around the edges. And then I added in a bunch of lanterns for a little bit of lighting in the evening. So let's go to one last story segment to check out the final build.
While the snake-eyed son of the Gellows was bartering away with merchants and agreeing steep rents for stalls in the market, the rest of the family was nowhere to be seen. The dog had done most of the work. Somehow, during the time it took to build the market, the Gellows had also constructed a cottage out of the best materials in the town, although only the carpenter family could have built something this quaint. As the dog finished his work, the mother of the family laid a line of trees to stop noise from the marketplace from spoiling their cottage. The daughter of the family, Millicent, had planted so many flowers around the market that she felt entitled to claim all the credit as people commented on how brilliant it was. But things in Thaldrim were about to get a lot worse.
Greetings, all paupers and peasants. I can smell you all from here. My name is Avarengeld.
Clara, I can feel my mace itching already.
I preferred when the High Priest sent mercenaries.
I shall be assessing your production and your unwashed hands will be required to hand over a share of it. Probably most given how pitiful you seem. To be sent to the capital, which is actually civilized, in order to pay for the glorious war effort.
What do I have to do to this tax collector in order to get King Chapman down here? I'm willing to do it.
Oh, pets, how cute!
Well, that guy seems like a real problem. But before we finish the episode with a daily quote, why not check out the Discord in the description? Take a look, join, maybe join the SMP as well. See you there.